Today we are making taro leaf curry. In Maharashtra it is called as aluche phatphate or alu gargad. Now let's go ahead and chop the taro leaves. First let's separate the stem from the leaf. Let's go ahead and separate the central heavy vein from the leaf. I've got this fresh bunch of taro leaves from the market. Let's roll the leaf into cylindrical shape and then chop the leaves into small pieces. Chop them finely. The Maharashtrian recipe demands for steam cooking, so it is perfect for the electric pressure cooker. I have modified this recipe for easy cooking in electric pressure cooker. Now before you start preparing the leaves, apply some coconut oil to your hand, especially the fingers, just to avoid the irritation to your fingers. This is my grandmother's recipe. It was followed by my mom. I follow the same recipe and it's an excellent recipe. It has mild hot flavor, the sweet flavor as well as tangy flavor. Please try it out. Let's take out the fiber from the stem. The uniqueness of this recipe is we are not wasting anything. We are using the stems as well as the leaves. Some recipes also use the roots in Indian cooking. Let's finely chop the stem into small pieces. In the same way, we need to take out the fiber from the central vein and chop it into small pieces. Please repeat this process for all the leaves. I have a whole bunch of fresh leaves. They are around 350 grams in weight. The masala paste is the most integral part of this curry. To make the paste, we need to add half cup of fresh grated coconut, half cup of cilantro leaves, 1/4 cup of chopped tomatoes, 2 cloves garlics, 1 teaspoon cumin seed, half teaspoon garam masala, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 2 pieces of fresh green chilies, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half tablespoon of chili powder and salt as per taste. Grind this mixture to a smooth paste. Now our masala is ready. Now let's start cooking in electric pressure cooker. Press the saute mode of the cooker. Let the pot get heated up. Add 1.5 tablespoon of cooking oil to the hot inner pot. Let the oil get heated up. Then add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds to it, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, a pinch of hing, 2 cloves of grated garlic. Add our masala paste to the oil. I'm adding a bit of water to avoid the burning of masalas. Sort them well. Add 1/4 cup of soaked and rinsed whole red lentils. Adding whole red lentils gives you the thickness to the gravy as well as it adds flavor to it. Now let's go ahead and add the chopped stem and leaves. They are around 350 grams. Let's add 1/4 cup of peanuts. Peanuts gives the special flavor to the curry. I'm adding 4 pieces of kokum to the curry. Well, if you do not have kokum, you can replace it with 1 teaspoon of amchur powder. Finally, add around 2 tablespoons of jaggery. Jaggery gives the sweetness to the curry. Add 2.5 cups of water. Mix it well. Let's go ahead and close the lid of the pot. For instant pot as well as multi-pot 1 users, adjust the valve to the sealing mode. Pressure cook it on high for 6 minutes. For multi-pot 2 users, you need to adjust the pressure release mode to natural. Taro leaves have immense health benefits. They are good source of vitamins, proteins, and it is an immunity booster. It's quite low in calories. It controls your blood pressure. It's good for eye as well as skin, and it aids in digestion. It is a great food for anemics. It can be easily grown in your kitchen garden. After cook time is done, allow the natural pressure to release for around 10 minutes. Please release the remaining pressure after 10 minutes. For Milde Multi-Pot 1 users as well as Instant Pot, turn the pressure control valve to venting mode. For Milde Multi-Pot 2 users, press cancel. Long press pressure release button. At this stage, you can adjust the thickness by adding more water, and you can add more salt as per taste. This is the right consistency of the curry. You can also make rice simultaneously with this curry. Please refer to our Any Pot in Pot video for further information. This is my grandmother's recipe. It was followed by my mom. I follow the same recipe and it's an excellent recipe. It has mild hot flavor, the sweet flavor as well as tangy flavor. Please try it out. Today we are serving it with chapati as well as rice. It tastes the best with jawar roti. I'm really missing it today. Thank you for watching our videos. Please consider subscribing to our channel